jumped on. Okay, and we're live. Aaron, can you hear us? All right, so we have a group of people on here. Welcome to the first Q&A.
I can hear you.
Okay, for the High Prosperity Group, we got Aaron that just joined us. So pretty much the focus today, we're going to have a few people ask a group of questions, maybe for their business or just things they might want to try, or they see other people doing, or they see myself doing. So we're just going to have, some type of dialogue where I'll just answer some questions, or maybe I'll have a question for them and they can answer based off of what they're doing in their business. So maybe we could start from the left side to the right side. So Aaron, if you want to unmute, if you have a group of questions or just want to talk about anything, any aspect of your business, and we could just start some conversation that way.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Hi, Aaron.
How y'all doing? Sorry, I don't have a camera on. The children running around a little bit. We're doing some stuff here. But basically, my question is it worth making our own, kind of like multi-stream system? Is it worth it making our own system?
Yeah. So as far as, what kind of goals are you looking? As far as the concept, when you say your own system, what's going to be the main concept behind it? Exactly like the multi-stream system with multiple programs, or is it going to be one main focus? Or, let me know the concept behind it.
I guess both. Like, is it worth going for just one concept, or is it worth going to, the most part? Like I said, is it worth building the system, and what's the benefits or the drawbacks from that?
Okay, so it just depends. I would say if you have a good group of people that you're working with, you have a great team. Just like with me, I have Christoph and Jazz Deep. So if I have any questions, I'll bounce things off of Jazz. And then if I need anything created, Christoph is a genius, so he can right away just hop in there and start coding and getting things done. So I would say as long as you have a great team and everybody has a clear vision, but the most important part is the customers have to understand and get the concept. And so if you have a good concept and people understand and trust it, and you make it as simple as possible, then it can be really beneficial. But if you have something that's, I've seen a lot of systems that are kind of like bulky and overcomplicated, and as soon as you log in, people get intimidated because, especially like a traffic monsoon, it's so easy to use, but when someone logs in, they see all of these different ads and stuff. So that's why like tutorial videos and walkthrough videos and all that stuff is key. So if you're interested in making a system, just make sure that you have step-by-step processes in there. It's really, really simple, and it's a clear concept. But and like I said, it's important that you just have a great team because anything can literally go wrong, especially when you have hundreds of thousands of people logging in and out of a site. Anything can happen or go down. So make sure you have a team, you have a coder, and you have a good partner that's always there, in case something happens, pretty much. But hopefully that answers your question. What kind of system are you trying to make at this point? Are you trying to pretty much make you trying to make something for like recruiting, or are you trying to make like an educational platform?
Something that has actually both educational and recruiting purposes. As we talk about branding ourselves all the time.
Yeah.
But I'm like, is it really worth it to go about it that way or some other way?
Yeah, it's definitely worth it, man. It's definitely worth it. What I would tell you to do is try to hook up with a coder. Maybe go on Fiverr or go on Odesk or Guru.com or something like that, and try to find a coder that understands the vision that you have, and maybe you can work out something where you guys become partners, and you don't actually have to. Coding is expensive, so you don't actually have to pay that person, for every little task. You can just say, hey, we split the profits of everything, but we both contribute. And we don't get paid, we just contribute, and then we split the profits pretty much. So hook up with a coder, or try to find some type of partner with some, some coding experience, and I would say go give it a try. It's definitely worth it in my opinion. You got any other questions? You there?
Yeah, I'm trying to get in on my phone, but yeah, I don't know if I'm calling you directly or not.
I think somebody's calling me on Facebook or something.
That was me. I'm gonna stop it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Another question though, I'll definitely chime in.
Okay, cool, cool. All right, so next let's go ahead and go to Pam. Pam, you have any questions or anything that you have on your mind?
Um, no, I don't guess I have any questions yet. But I was just going to say that I'm so glad to be in this new adventure. I've got my crazy rap thing I'm doing, and I also just signed up last night to sell Avon. So, and with this, I'm just happy to be doing everything that I'm doing. But I don't have no questions right now uh, for you right now.
Sorry, I had to unmute myself. Okay. Oh, that's good. You say you just signed up for Avon?
I did last night.
Good, good, good. Okay. Well, I guess if you have any questions on that, I mean, I don't know too much about Avon, but I know about recruiting and things like that. So, I mean, you got any questions about the direction you're going to take your Avon business? I mean, how many businesses are you currently in right now?
Uh, 3.
Three businesses. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And how are the other businesses going for you?
Well, right now I guess they're going pretty good. I'm going to start pushing my Avon really hard. And what my friend done last night, she sent me an email. She said if you'll sign up under me, she said I will pay your fee. So I said, okay, I'll sign up under you, and I'll do it.
Good, good. I mean,
Yeah.
see, oftentimes you have to look at the way that you came into a program because a lot of times people will tell you, it's easy, it's easy. People
Right.
join all the time, it's easy to recruit. But look at the way that she approached you. So
Right.
kind of look at how she's growing her business too. Is she doing online or she's doing offline or cold calls or have you had that discussion with her?
She goes online.
hmm And she's pretty
Yeah.
successful with that?
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
she does real good. And now my crazy rap thing, it's kind of slow. I started it in July. It's going a little bit slow, but I'm hanging in there.
Right, right. Well, I mean, pretty much with any program or opportunity, leads are the main focus. So if you want to grow anything, doesn't matter what's here today and gone tomorrow, whatever you join 6 months from now, you just want to make sure that you kind of get a grasp on lead generation. So
Right.
I would advise you to kind of focus on that and learn how to generate some type of leads, get familiar with capture pages, follow-ups, even if you just have to provide coaching or hopping on the phone and stuff like that, get some type of income that
Right.
offsets that paid traffic. Are you familiar with solo ads?
Am I going to be with who?
Are you familiar with solo ads?
I am, yes.
Yeah, so you might want to look into that as well.
Yeah, now my friend, he made me a really nice capture page.
hmm
And it's on Facebook, and we just got it completed, so it's really nice.
Nice, nice. Okay, that's good. That's a good start.
Uh-huh.
Well, if you let's go ahead and move on to Belinda. If you have any other questions, Pam, feel free to chime in.
No, I don't. Thank
All
you.
right. Okay, Belinda, you got anything on your mind?
Yeah, I do actually. I don't think I have a question yet, but I know that you've been. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, I hear you perfect.
Okay. I know that you've been talking a lot about how we should follow up with our leads and things like that, and so I've been doing that. I've been following up with my leads because usually when you get into a funnel, they automatically have emails for you that'll automatically send out. But what I've been doing lately is not only just letting the funnel do its thing or the automatically,
hmm
but I've been sending out emails as well.
Yeah,
And that's helped me get 15 people within maybe 3 days
nice.
into what we're currently looking forward to this uh, Friday. um,
Okay.
yeah, so, and then I follow up with all of them, send them the information, ask them if they need me to help them with anything. So I reach out with them. So I've been implementing that.
hmm
And I've been doing it more. Even though some of the emails are overwhelming when they come in, I immediately connect with them right away, try to find them on Facebook
Right.
and connect with them. So I've been able to chat with a few, which has been good. So we'll see where that goes. Also, YouTube marketing. I don't usually show my face online, and all of my videos that I've done in the past since 2009 is only been how-to videos. And so you made a comment that if you show yourself, which is also good for branding, that it would help more, and hopefully it could, lead to better conversions. So I'm working on that too.
Yeah.
And so thank you for sharing all those ideas with us in the group.
Yeah.
So,
No problem. I mean, just let me ask you, how big is your list?
I have 1,000, almost 1,200 now in one of my autoresponders, and another one I have about 600.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you notice, I mean, the reason I say I tell a lot of people to get on video, a lot of people don't see the purpose of it, but just like, I'm seeing you with your son, and I'm seeing everyone's face, it makes people real. Is you don't want someone to feel like you're unattainable or you're unreachable and stuff like that, right? Because people gravitate towards what they're familiar with. So that's why a lot of people they'll tell stories and they'll tell about their past and how they were struggling at first because they want the audience to see points of commonality, right? So you want to kind of you want to be vulnerable and show who you really are and be transparent so that audience or that follower can see a little bit of themselves in you. I'm not sure if Aaron's I'm calling or not. I hear some noise, but that's why video is so great.
Somebody's trying to call me, I think.
That's why video is so great because if you notice, I like to create communities, right? So like even the high prosperity group, that's a community. I have the mindless marketing community. I like to get people in together because they see other people that's also making that decision that they're making, or that's also getting results, that's also getting stats. Because list building is great, but if you're not constantly kind of in front of those people and letting them see who you are and being transparent, then you're not really going to have that much influence when you send out a broadcast email.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So focus on doing videos, just being yourself, just talking about anything that you learned that'll help somebody, and have a blog too in place. Because if you go to mindless marketing, all I do is I'll just give like a tip, and I'll send it to my list. But I'm helping them. I'm giving some type of valuable information. But then at the end, I have a call to action where I'll let them know where they can join a community of other marketers who are also involved in this process that I'm doing. They can see other people, other faces. They meet, like we're all on this call right now. We're coming together, and it creates some type of community because when you just send an email and a person goes to a page, it's kind of like a disconnect. You know what I mean? But when they see other people there that's also getting value and stuff like that, it helps with your influence. So, like I said, just do some videos. Start to get used to it. Just start hitting topics that you like. If you learn how to set up your hosting account today or something, do a quick video. You say you've done how-to videos before. So start doing that. Make a blog, share it with your list, and then give them a call to action at the end. Always tell them what you want them to do. And whether that's getting them to a community that you're building up or telling them to go somewhere and buy something, it doesn't matter. But start with value, be transparent, and give them a call to action. So that's the formula that you really want to focus on.
Good. So I have a question now.
Yep.
You mentioned a blog. I do have a blog, and I should have done that long time ago, but I actually put one together. If I write a post on my blog, should I just, send it to my email and say, hey, go check out this blog, and don't just maybe give a tip of what it's about and to lead them to it, the blog? Okay.
Yeah, you could do that. See, I know a lot of people because this is the thing. When you're sending emails, like the subject line is designed to sell the open. You want to sell them in so many words on why they should open it. And then once they open it, the copy in the email is to sell the click. You want to persuade them to click. And then once they click and they're at that designated page, then you're selling them on whatever your product, your service, whatever it is. So a lot of people, they'll like to, make it suspenseful and not give clues on what they're going to see. I don't really care because I like to weed people out. If you don't want to click and watch something that I know will help you or a valuable tool that I learned that'll save you some time, then that's kind of, I don't want that person viewing my stuff anyway. So, I mean, it really depends on your style, how much you feel like writing or whatever. But I would do it. It wouldn't bother me. So
my last tip that I actually got from you, which I think everybody could, whoever listens to this video or watches this video, is that you said before that when you get subscribers,
Hmm.
don't be afraid when someone unsubscribes
Right.
because you're kind of weeding them out.
Right. Right.
So
It's,
I've been happy. Somebody unsubscribes, I'm like, okay, it's not that bad. Versus before, I was like, oh no, I lost someone. You know, I'd be worried about it. But now, as long as I'm still building, if I lose 3, I get 10 more.
exactly.
You know? So
Exactly.
and just keep communicating with those and just build a newer audience with that. So
Yeah, because if you think about it, if you never send emails because you have that fear of unsubs, you're eventually going to have a list of people who don't care to hear from you, who will never open, click, buy anything. And the bigger your list, the bigger the cost for that list. So
okay,
you're actually losing money, right? And it's
right,
just like a TV show. How many times we'll stop at a show? Oh, that looks interesting, and then I don't want to watch this, and change the channel. That's all it is. Subscribers are so bombarded by other products and services and other marketers. They're on multiple lists that maybe they just didn't like that channel and they're going to unsubscribe. They're going to turn the channel. But a lot of times when you give them value, I've unsubscribed from other people's lists and I end up coming back and subscribing again. So as long as you're giving value and you're doing that process, I mean, you're going to have a following, people who really want to hear from you, and that's what you ultimately want. So,
okay.
yeah.
Well, that's it. Thank you.
All right. Let me know if you have anything else. But
Okay.
Vita,
Hey, can you hear me?
yeah, I hear you perfect.
All right. Well, good morning, everybody, and congratulations on your actions and all that stuff, and a new venture for Pam, for Avon, and Verlinda for taking action on blogging and what else? Following up with the emails and stuff like that, and that's very, very cool. And actually have doing the same thing. So I'm really very proud of you guys. But just a quick question about maybe on the business side, and also Rodney. I'm sorry. Thank you so much for bringing us together and get this leaders up here for us and get some nuggets from you as well.
Yeah.
On the business side, I know we have MSS and now we are having Beyond Push. And
Hmm.
it's not going to be totally separate funnels, or are they going to be converged? Can you tell me
Well,
more about that?
it's okay. So Beyond Push is going to be added inside of MSS. Well, actually, we're going to replace Maps. Not Maps. We're going to replace MPA with
Right.
Beyond Push. So that's going to be integrated. We're going to be running with that inside of the multi-stream system. But also, I'm teaming up with Ari and Big and a couple of other marketers to put together another funnel for the general public to use as well. So I mean, it's not a thing where they're going to be competing with each other. It's just going to be two different processes from marketers who are all on the same team. That's team building, pretty much. So I mean, it's hopefully people aren't confused on it, but we are plugging in Beyond Push inside of MSS, and we're just going to run with that for as long as we can because if you are familiar with Traffic Monsoon and just the way that it is structured and the return on your investment and how well and smooth it works, Beyond Push, I mean, that thing is, in my opinion, Traffic Monsoon times 10 because, it's so many different multiple ways to get paid and you have the binary bonus that's added along with that. So, I mean, it's a no-brainer. So I'm putting that in MSS and that system that we're going to reveal on Friday. That's going to be a completely separate system, but it's going to be guys on the same team. We're all in this together. So as they're running with that system and we're running with MSS, we're all in the same binary. So it's all killing, two birds with one stone, and we're all just growing and winning together with that.
All right, so we can run one traffic for each of the systems. It just depends on how it's okay. Gotcha.
Exactly. So you can kind of do like a split test thing because I know for a fact, Ari, he has his own 3-step system. And the guy Mark and Steve, they have the Yellow Brick Road system. So I mean, we all have our own separate programs that we're running, but we're coming together, to kind of take the best out of everyone's programs and put it in one thing, and kind of optimize it as much as we can. So like I said, you can treat it like a split test, where you can run traffic to MSS, run traffic to that, and see which one is converting the best. But at the end of the day, we're all winning because it's one big team doing it.
Right, right. Okay, I think that's kind of my big question. And you mentioned about Traffic Monsoon. We're not we're not clicking on it anymore, or is it just temporary, or what?
You said we're not. Oh,
We're not
so
clicking ads?
no, no, I meant in comparison to Traffic Monsoon, when you log in and do the 10 ads per day, you
Mm-hmm.
don't have to do that with Beyond Push because it's an automated thing. They automatically have the bidding spots and everything. The video that I put in the group, it's an automated process, so you don't have to log in and do anything every day. As soon as you pay for that pack, you automatically submitted your bid, and you're going to start to get your return simultaneously, automatically. You don't have to log in and do anything.
Oh, okay. I think I got confused about maybe when I read it. It's, oh, in Traffic Monsoon we don't have to click ads anymore. So
Yeah.
thank you for clarifying. We still have to click on it, right?
Yeah, yeah. I might have left out the word unlike Traffic Monsoon.
Right. I think it's like, oh wow. All right. Okay. Well, thanks for clarifying that.
Yeah, yeah. No problem, no problem. So, Aaron, you look like you itching for something. You got anything else?
Hi, Aaron.
You good?
I mean, yeah, I'm feeling good over here. I'm feeling pretty good about what direction we're going in. Because I just want. I don't know how can we motivate the people who are discouraged from all the things that's going on with the payment processors. And like I told, like my view is a little bit different than everybody else's.
Hmm.
Because just like PayPal was overwhelmed, I'm thinking Payza is going to be overwhelmed pretty soon as well. I mean, that's why PayPal decided to cut his losses and said, well, we're just going to cut everybody. But people are discouraged with this right now. Some people, it's hard to get them back on that motivation trail
Hmm.
when the payment process. I mean, it turned off some water for some people.
Yeah. No,
So
I
how do we help
feel
them?
you, man.
How we help somebody regain their confidence?
Well, I mean, I'm a show improve type of person, so I mean, only time will tell, really. I mean, like you said, we don't know how Payza is gonna be able to handle all of these different accounts and payments and transactions, or pay year or whatever merchant. So, I mean, I don't want to make any false promises or anything. I'm excited about the formula that Beyond Push has, in the way that it operates and everything. So I think it'll be a smooth transition for guys who are still motivated, and they're waiting on Traffic Monsoon to get their thing together, just to come over to Beyond Push and get into that. But like you said, I mean, I know it really it's a big blow for a lot of people. I don't know. If people quit marketing every day. People quit network marketing, internet marketing. People quit recruiting. It's a tough thing. Just like it's a marketer named Ray Higdon. Some of you might have heard of him, but he's an experienced guy. He's been around. He's a vet. He's been around for a while. I mean, he says he feels like quitting probably 2, 3 times a week, and that's what pushes him, because he knows that he's elevating himself to a new level. He's pushing himself. So he said, if you don't feel like quitting, at least 3 to 5 times a week, then you're not working hard enough. I mean, that's just how it is. I'd rather go through these ups and downs, with finding a home and getting these programs together and all that, than to have that 9 to 5 where I'm going through the ups and downs, right? So I mean, that's just how it is. I mean, you got to be self motivated in this business, really.
Can I say something real quick?
Hmm.
Um, to answer, go with what Aaron was saying about how members are feeling with Traffic Monsoon. I had someone email me about that today. And so what I did was I sent him to the Google Hangout where Charles explained or answered a lot of Q&As that other members are having, even ones who are putting in a little amounts of money in Traffic Monsoon. And, the pendings and all of that, he answered all of it. So I didn't have an answer for him but to say, look at this video and maybe it'll help you out a lot, because Traffic Monsoon is getting um, the punch, and they're not looking at what PayPal's doing. And it's not just PayPal's not. I've had issues with PayPal, and I'm not a fan of them either. And I've talked to other people that I've worked with, and they've also had issues with PayPal. They don't even want to deal with them anymore because of what they've done to ruin their business. And he's basically telling everybody that it's not fair. So I usually just send them to the YouTube video, the latest one,
Yeah.
and whatever question they may have is usually in that, because a lot of leaders were there and they answered a lot of questions. So that helped me, with some of the questions that I had myself, even though I didn't ask.
Right. Well,
Can
yeah,
you
that's
refer them to the video?
Yeah, I mean, the guy, I actually like how he handles it. I mean, that's why when people ask me about MSS and why Traffic Monsoon is still there, I believe they're going to pull through because, they're working and they're on it, they're on top of it, they're updating people. So, and they're actually kind of having their own solution where they're trying to develop their own bank and everything like that. They're going to give out debit cards. So, I mean, I think they're going to, I definitely think they're going to pull through it. And PayPal is a nightmare. I mean, even when we opened MSS up at first back in November or something like that. I mean, I had created a brand new PayPal account in the first 3 days they froze $3,000 in the account and told me I had to wait 9 months to get that back because they didn't like the amount of transactions that were coming in that fast. So I mean they're bullies. They can do anything they want. That's why a lot of lawsuits and everything are popping up now. But I mean, that's just how it is, So, like I said, it's a self-motivating, business. But I definitely understand when people, they're hurt by what's going on and their money is tied up in it. But all you can do is just give them something that you believe is going to work for them and it's proven to work and you've tried it and it's paying you. So that's what I think Beyond Push is going to be for a lot of people. So just start small too. Buy a pack. Packs are even cheaper in this than Traffic Monsoon. So you know what I mean?
All right. Have you noticed that? I don't know about on yours, but mine only work in one pack at a time. Is yours doing the same? Like, I bought more than one pack, but only one I'm working right now. I guess it goes like that. I'm not sure.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, Jovita brung that up too. And I was trying. Ari's on the honeymoon, so Ari
I
was.
know, right? He's living it up right now.
Yeah, I didn't want to bother him, so I know he was in touch with the guy Peter, who's one of the top producers in the business. So I was trying to get that question answered because it does seem like that, like they go through one pack at a time or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not pretty sure. I'm not 100% on that, but I'm definitely trying to find that out.
I actually copied the answer, so I can go ahead and share that with you in the group. So that might make it a little clearer.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
That'd be great. I want to know that too.
Yeah. Yeah, and also that question, Aaron, I know a lot of people are, and even, my husband's like, why can't you get the money out now? It's like, well, this is what happened. And I kind of had that random thought. I said, well, look at it this way. People put their money on stock market and it goes up and down, up and down. It's the same thing here. So just have to tell them to have to fail forward. Do not hang on to or dwell on things like this because it can happen at any time. Otherwise, if you quit now, there's not going to be another future for you. So.
Exactly. It's always some type of risk. All you can do is try to minimize it.
Yeah.
So, and I feel like I said, I feel like Traffic Monsoon is going to pull through it. With me, it's just waiting. Now, as far as MPA, I don't think they're going to come back from it.
Right. I understand what you're saying on that one too, but yeah, Traffic Monsoon definitely going to get to that $1 billion plateau because the way they are structured. I mean, I'm not worried about Traffic Monsoon pulling through.
Well, because of the positive, feedback from you all, Rodney, and the other leaders as well, I tried to tell my team. I said, hey, this is what I got. It seems like it's a positive thing. So there's little things like that. I think it will, hopefully, it's not going to be 100%, that they are going to feel the same way. But at least, with you guys being on the front line and making sure that, it's fine. But even though, let's say it's failed, but we are all in this together. We will fail. All of us will fail, and it's not like we're running away with the money, with their money or anything. So we will be losing as well. So we are on the same boat.
Exactly. And it's a merchant thing. It's a merchant thing. I mean, you can't get around that.
Right.
Even Charles, I'm pretty sure he's stressed out and trying to figure out solutions and everything. But like I said, I love how he's handling it. I mean, he's keeping everybody up to date and they're trying to create their own banking solution. So, yeah.
And I'm like you all. I've got money in Traffic Monsoon and it's pending, and I've had a lot of issues with that PayPal. and I don't even like them at all. But yeah, I have money in transit in Traffic Monsoon and Four Corners.
Mm-hmm.
In both of them, I have a little bit in there, but it's pending right now.
It's pending in Four Corners?
No, in the Traffic Monsoon.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah.
I have to share my story, guys, with Traffic Monsoon. I never told anybody. So what happened was I didn't know anything about rev shares, and so I decided to take it on. And during that time, last year was really like the worst year of my life. My brother died. He was 23, and in January. And so when Traffic Monsoon came out, I was a little depressed, but I was still trying to work it. And then 6 months later, my grandfather died.
Mm.
So then after that, I ran across multi-stream system. And I think that was like November or something like that when that came out. So I started working Traffic Monsoon. I built up my packs to 26 packs. And then I started hearing about this whole PayPal deal. And because I've had my experience with PayPal and I'd known other leaders that have bad experience with PayPal, I freaked out. So I let all my money and I withdrawed my money. And then all of a sudden after I withdrawed, now my referrals want to get active.
Right.
So they got active and the money started coming in. So that's my story. So I had to rebuild.
Good thing is you're still in it. Good thing is you're still in it.
Yeah.
You didn't give up. So
Yeah, I just waited a little bit to see what Charles was going to do because I know he's had a lot of heat, and just the way he carried himself made me just hang on tight, you know. But I still kept promoting Traffic Monsoon. You know, I wasn't hating on it or anything, but I just got nervous because of PayPal, and I knew what they were going to do, and I took my money out. So
exactly.
now I'm starting from square one right now.
Right. See that's why a lot of people they didn't understand when the first few months of the multi-stream system, where first we had I think Maps and what was going on with Maps, they wasn't accepting people in the United States I think, and so we had to remove that, and then we had to replace it with something else who told us we couldn't promote them, and Empower Network told us, actually threatened us, told us to remove them from the system. So the whole process of finding a great program that's going to pay you like they say they're going to pay you is duplicatable, and also you look through the terms of service and make sure that you can promote them in a certain way. You know, it's a tough process, and we've weeded through a lot of systems. You know, so the most important thing is the relationships that you have. You know, just like Jovita said, you know, just having leaders that are there, that put their money and their time and their effort out on the line for you, that's testing things out, that are trying to get on the phone with these owners and the creators of these programs. You know, as long as you stay tuned in with your leaders or your groups or your communities, we're going to figure out a system and we're going to blow it up. You know, and I feel like Beyond Push is a great system, and what we got coming on Friday, that's going to be a really great funnel, and that anybody can use, and it's going to convert really well. I mean, even if you look at the guys, Mark and Steve, you know, the Yellow Brick Road system, if you look at how they put it together, it's a great system. If you look at Ari's system, how he put it together, it's a great system. If you look at the aspects of the multi-stream system that I'm going to add into the project, it's going to be so great for everyone just to come together, and all of our communities just to come together, and we're just in it together. We're going to figure out these programs that are going to work, and we're going to run with them for years, and we're going to build a family type community. So I mean, that's the
I think that's really good because, you know, when I started online, there were leaders that were like, look, this is the system that I'm using. It works for me, and I'm not changing anything.
right.
And to see that, you know, there's the difference between when I started back in 2009 till now, to actually see that there's leaders out there that are actually concerned about, you know, their downline or their members, and to actually do whatever they can to make it different. They're not giving up. If something is not going to work, they're going to do whatever they can to change it so it could work for not just them, but for everyone and benefit everyone. And so I think that's really good. It's really motivating, and hopefully it'll wake up some people who aren't doing that. And you know, even if anyone's trying to work on building their own system, they're using that and to do the same thing. So I think that's really motivating.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Right, and that's why I wanted to hop in right there. Like, I want to build my own system to connect to everybody else, because that's the thing. What we have right now is we see all the big leaders coming together, which is an advantage in the mindset for everybody else that's doing their thing. Is that I know Rodney knows all the people I respect in this business, the people who help me stay motivated. It's a great mindset to see that they all could come together. Even when some of them had differences between each other, they put that behind them for the better good, for the good of the community. And that's no matter who you are, no matter where you are. If you're an internet marketer, you're tied to all these people some kind of way, somehow. And now with all the heavy hitters coming together, this is your chance. Whether you need to get out there to present yourself as a leader or whatever, but you need to be on the same page, and you need to get a seat at the table. And there's plenty enough room for everyone. And with all them coming together, I mean, the Yellow Brick Road people, they all the way in the UK, right? And then Rodney's over here in my home state. Ari's in the Philippines. Rob is in California. Big is in New York. It's like all these people are coming together to help us all be successful with this. And this is the greatest time to be involved, because revenue sharing wasn't always around. And now we didn't took a step further than revenue sharing with Be On Push, because when they buy that online traffic, they buying it from Be On Push, because it's the next level, and we're getting closer to the top, folks. And that's what Ronnie is stressing here. And he's not gonna leave the scene, because he's gonna get there, and he's also gonna make sure that we get there as well. So for anybody that gets on this call, this is who you want to be listening to, because I was highly disappointed at some point in times when everything went down, but they all came together and they said, look, it's not major. We all together.
Yeah.
We holding hands here on the front line, folks. So just be encouraged.
It's a and you nailed it, man. It's a movement. It's a movement, man. Because if you ever look where a leader will, or just anybody from a company. I remember when I first got started and I was exposed to this network marketing stuff. The first company that I was exposed to was a company called 5links, and I know Aaron probably has heard of it. You know, they're big in the DC, PG area. Some in Boston.
Run the streets around here.
They're going nuts in Maryland and Virginia. Say it again.
That's 5links.
5links, yeah.
Yeah. I know them. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so when I heard of 5links, I knew a couple of people in it, and they were really going hard with it, you know, to getting the BMWs, the Bentleys, and all of that stuff. So next thing you know, I'm trying to remember, was it Paycation? I think it was a company before Paycation, but one of the guys, Chad Thomas or Thompson, he jumped from 5links and went to maybe Paycation and blew it up. Was on the leaderboards within the first week. Another guy, Tupac, left, went to another company, blew it up in that company right away. And you got to ask yourself, why is that? Because it's the influence, it's the community, it's the movement that you own. You know, it's going to be companies that, you know, are here by day and gone by night. You know, it's going to be merchant problems and stuff like that. But the most important thing is the influence and that sense of community that you have, where people trust you and they know that you have their best interests in mind, and you're trying to make them money just as much as you're trying to make money for yourself. So once you have that collectively, and that's what we're trying to accomplish with all of us coming together, just like Aaron said. I mean, I had to put aside some differences with a couple of people, you know, to come on board, because I saw the vision and the concept behind this. Once you have that and we're coming together like this, I mean, it's unstoppable. I mean, anything you get into, no matter what comes along the way down the line, no matter what program is next, we're going to blow it up. And that's the whole idea behind it. So on that note, let's see if anybody else got any other questions, because it's supposed to be a Q&A. So any questions, or Pam, you got anything?
I have no more, no. Thank you.
All right. Belinda?
Yeah, I did. It was about Beyond Push.
Okay.
Okay, so I talked a little bit about, we were talking about the legs. Mm-hmm. So in order for your binary to become active, you have to have one on the right active and one on the left active.
Right. Right.
Okay, so right now I have one person that's active on my left leg.
Mm-hmm.
There's an active person that's on my right leg, but they're not my sponsor. So therefore my binary is not active. So that means I have to have two active that I personally refer.
Right, right.
So
And
how do they get on my right leg?
Yeah.
you said, how do they get on your right
Same
leg?
question.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah,
Okay.
you can actually but see I don't even, to be honest with you, I don't know how effective it is because I've changed it over to where you can do a preferred leg and then I'll still
Right.
have somebody go to the other leg. So that's another question that we're asking. We're trying to figure out exactly, what's going on with that, but you should be able to choose a preferred leg. So if I brought someone in to my right and I want them on my left, you can change the settings to left as my preferred leg and click update or save and it's supposed to come in on that left leg.
But that's before they get active, right? Like if you can't have an active person, like if I have two active people on my left leg, I can't take one of those and put it on my right.
I don't believe so. I don't believe so.
Okay.
You can't
You
do
will have to change
that.
it.
You can't do that yet. You can't do that yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Just to repeat that, you said that your active one on your left, you cannot move it to the right. You can move it unless it is active or inactive.
Well, I don't think you can move them in general.
It's as they're coming in.
Yeah, you would have to change that direction that you want that next person to come in. You would have to do that before that person joined through your link.
Okay.
Oh, so I can manually enter them before they come in?
Well, no, if you see, let me see if I can share my screen.
Okay.
Right. And you don't want to manually enter them because they will fall under the person who you put them under. They will actually be connected to them and not you. So you would get 2% instead of 13%.
Right. It will be second level.
I already made that mistake, so I'm just letting you know. I already made that mistake. I signed my cousin up under somebody that I don't even know.
All right. Well, thank you, Aaron. Appreciate it.
Okay, well, I guess you're good then.
Right. So Rodney going to tell you. I mean, if you share your screen, Rodney, you going to show us how to choose a preferred leg. And remember, everybody default leg is the power leg that everyone getting the spillover from Rodney and Ari and everybody else at the top. We getting their spillover on the default leg. So you got to change it. And like Rodney said, you're gonna have to change it multiple times because it keeps switching back to automatic. So you gotta keep switching it to. I believe it's the what's that? I believe you gotta do it to. You gotta switch it to the right leg. Yep, just like how Rodney has on his preferred right. You gotta do that because everybody that's on your left is coming from Rodney, and everybody else is at the top. So
can you see that?
You build your team. You build it. See, he had to switch us over to his right leg, because on the binary, that's his binary leg, his money leg.
Right.
And the other one is the spillover leg.
If you see this actually blew up overnight because yesterday I had like maybe 50 people here, and this was the weak leg. And so, now you can see it kind of trumped this side right here. So I had to switch it back over to the right leg for my next people that I personally bring in. Because I want to kind of, they tell you to kind of keep them even as you're bringing people in, 50-50. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you want to keep it even. You want to kind of not let one leg outdo the other, but it's always going to be one that outperforms the other one. Well, as long as you kind of keep them even, that's why people by default keep it on automatic, because you don't want it to be a big extreme like this, because you only getting paid the binary bonus off the weak leg. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, like Aaron said right here, the preferred leg, if you could choose it before you bring that person in, if you know that you're going to give that person a link, come back here, make sure that they're going to that leg that you need, and you need for them to get active in order for your binary to get active. And then later you can come back and change it or whatever.
So question, so if you're running, let's say, a solo ad, before you run it, you have to set your preferred leg? Or can you back and forth because you don't know, how many people are going in?
Well, if you're inactive, if your binary is inactive, but you have one on a certain side, then go ahead and set it to the other one. So the next people who coming in will join under that one leg, and as soon as you get that person active, your whole binary is unlocked and is active. So then you can put it to automatic, or you can just flip-flop it around however you want to, really.
Okay. So it is important on when you want to activate your binary. Once you have those two, then you'll be okay.
Yeah, you're good.
Gotcha. All right.
Yeah, because
I'm
even
going to
like
do
say
that right now.
yeah, so like say for example, if I had for my right leg I had 500 people, right, and then my left leg only had like 100 people. But see, the 100 people, maybe 90 of them became active, and so that became my strong leg, and my 500 leg is actually weaker because it's based off of the amount of money spent in the binary, not the size, you know, the amount of members in the binary. You get what I
Gotcha.
mean? Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna put it right now.
Okay. So
Okay,
yes.
so even if I move the members coming in on my right leg, that still means they're my personal referral?
Yeah.
Okay.
Only when you only when you press that plus sign under somebody, that's when you add it to that particular person. But like Rodney was saying, in case people still have it confused, it's about the volume of money that comes in. So if one lady do $100, another lady do $1,000. No matter how many people it is, whatever lady does the most money, it's the other lady that gets the binary payout.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Okay. So any other questions, or is that about it?
Yeah, I had a question for you. The question was, I know that we getting rid of 2 programs, but only be on pushes coming, or is the high prosperity referrals coming in too to MSS?
No, I'm gonna keep the high prosperity group a separate program, but we have 2 programs in mind. I don't want to announce it at this moment yet because it's really kind of down to the wire, and we're looking at a few more things to really determine if we're putting them in. But we got besides Beyond Push, we got two other programs in mind that we're going to replace the National Wealth Center and Four Corners with. But yeah, high prosperity group, that's going to be a separate thing. But I mean, anybody can feel free to put anything as their bonus or, you know, the custom offer anyway.
Oh, you mean the high prosperity funnel?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that kind of similar to MSS?
No, it's the basically this group that we're in. It's you can become an affiliate and earn 50% commission for referring people to this mastermind group and getting coaching and, you know, these Q&A calls and stuff like that. So.
Right, and there's an advantage to be in this group because of the fact that most people learn so much when they go to the events. Like I haven't been to an event yet, but every time we're in a mastermind group or we do a Google Hangout like this, it felt like I went to an event. I come out with new knowledge that's going to help me reiterate that stuff to my team. So of course I thank you, Ronnie, because Ronnie helped me see the light on that because I definitely didn't understand it and I wasn't trying to move on it. But Ronnie definitely is the one who he made it make sense.
Right. Well, see, that's what fast tracked me, man. Because when I used to play ball at Morgan State, my coach he had a thing that he used to always say when I guess he thought that you weren't listening or you wasn't following his direction. He would say, you know, you have to be coachable. Even Tiger Woods had a coach. Even Michael Jordan had a coach. And so like he would name all of these different people, or even like political people. They had mentors and sponsors. So I mean, when people get online or whatever you're trying to do, whatever industry, you know, you don't want to kind of figure it out on your own. You want to get in touch with people who are getting the results. You want to get inside exclusive mastermind groups because it's all about relationships, really. You know, because that's how I met Jazz Deep, that's how I met Christoph, and that's how I met you all. You know, from just networking, relationships, getting inside of the same programs, and that's what it's about. So pretty much the High Prosperity Group is designed for people who are out here trying to figure this thing out on their own instead of just getting in contact with, you know, great people like you, getting in the community, and you know, being able to bounce questions and answers off each other, pretty much. So that's pretty much the concept behind it. But I guess that's all the Q&A for the day. Maybe everyone's at work. I try to put in a link in here for everyone to check it out. But that's it. So that wraps it up for the very first one. Anyone want to leave on any last notes or anything that you want to say?
Don't quit.
Oh, we have someone that jumped. Okay, Tracy's on.
Hi.
Hey, Tracy, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. We're just about to wrap it up, but let's go ahead and you have any questions? You have any questions that you want to ask?
Well, I'll go back to the recording and then.
Well, let's get one from you if you got anything.
Okay, so. Oh, y'all making me nervous.
Welcome, Tracy.
Thank you.
Don't be nervous. This is my first time doing a Google Hangout like this. So.
Kumbaya and Woosah.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Whether y'all have to, I just want to go back and listen to it if that's okay. And then so I
Can you hear
can
me?
caught up on everything.
Yeah. That's fine. That's fine. This is one of many. We're gonna have plenty of these to hop on. So yeah, that's completely fine. And if you got anything else that pops up in your mind, leave it as a comment, and I'll answer it too. So.
Okay, but I just want to say I really do appreciate you and everything that you are exposing us to. You know, so bless you. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. It was my pleasure. Anytime. Whatever I can do to help, I always extend myself. Ain't never a problem. So.
Yes.
All right, so I guess that's everything. So I appreciate you all hopping on the call. The replay will be in the group, and got any questions, leave it as a comment until we hop on the next one.
Hey, I do want to remind everybody one thing that you taught us, that you said to us,
Yeah.
and that was don't keep the information secret, folks. Because if you hold on to it too long, things are going to happen. You want to be able to share the information is going to help somebody. And Rodney told us that on one of his videos. So if you haven't found that video, you gotta go find it and share it. You gotta share the information.
That's a good point because people, who are struggling and they're trying to make it, they're getting left behind because you won't tell them. So.
Yes, basically, yeah, transparency is very important on, building relationship and building trust. So thank you, Rodney, for, your leadership, and I really appreciate that. And thank you all for being here, and hopefully we'll get the next one to be more successful as well.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So on that note, thank you all, and talk to you soon. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.